Finally starting to feel better. Just bought a 4K webcam, so that shit makes. I feel like this quality, not it. Let's go cryptic. The micros for Alpha Zero. I think it's 30, maybe 50. Will you trade the funded? Yeah, I've been trading. I've been working on this take profit trader funded account. Um, is this end up? Oh no, I'm in RTH. I was gonna say. Oh, that's why the daily chart looks weird. I'm not gonna be trading my alpha fundeds and my top step and my live account, but I am trading my take profit trader. I've been trading that one. That's the one we've been working on. I think this can go both ways. I definitely think this can go both ways. Up then down, if down then up. This looks range bound. Destroy. Oh, yeah, that's the game plan. It's pretty simple. Everyone's doing great. Should we be buying eval? I'm de-risking the entire. I'm de-risking the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean it's not a serious FOMC, but I guess technically it still is. But yeah, I'd recommend ICT 2022. You know, I might buy an eval for today, guys. Market trader funding. She was which prop firm? Lucid has 50% off new customers. I've never gotten an account with them. It's a my eval for today, guys. You do. 2016? Honestly, no. I would watch 2022. Start there and then decide what you want to do. I feel like the lighting is too bright. I feel like this won't even focus. Yeah, if you watch 2022, then I would watch 2023. I mean, 2023, in my opinion, is the most impactful because it's the most like it covers the most. They open on weds. What's weds? Yo, I don't even want to get into that drama shit, man. The only thing I learned from that was to literally dissociate myself from every single other person and lock in. I will make one comment though. A payout. I don't think it even has one. I'll be honest. That's all I'm saying. The thing I learned was it's time to dissociate. Literally everyone else. Thoughts on Lucid? I haven't traded with them yet. I recently got affiliated with them. Shout out me. I got a Lucid code. Honestly, it was pretty easy. I just applied online. It wasn't like I did anything. I'm thinking about getting an account with them. Whatever, we'll just trade the funded. I'm too lazy to go through the process. AMD's not always work. If you want something that always works, then you gotta get a 9 to 5 job, brother. That's where you'll find percent of the time success. Do you guys find like my camera's lagging or something? You can destroy bias today. Green Bay bias. Game plan for today. Your trading mug? I ordered a new camera. I can't do this anymore. Every time I look at myself, it seems like my camera's lagging. Can't do it. I'm not sure. I know they have good rules. Hmm. I forget though. Like I don't know their actual rules. But I know a lot of people who use Lucid Trading, and honestly, I was recommended to get an affiliate code, so I got it, and I think I'll probably use them. Um, One thing I like about them is they have like good rules, but their max payout is 2,000. I actually like that because I don't like going for large payouts. I like going for smaller ones more frequently, ideally. So it kind of suits my style. I haven't pre-ordered Cyphertix. No. That one's like a really beginner friendly. It is a Raptors jersey, yeah. I also have a Detroit jersey now. Yeah, the game plan's right here. Gwen BG. Also, I feel like they'll probably give me a free account if I ask. It'd be good for them. I mean, it's not like I need an account, right? Straight up. I'll tell them like I'll test it out for them. It's just the platform for me. That's kind of why I abandoned the idea. It's the platform. The platform. It's a great account. With parameters and it's cheap. The 25K is great for beginners. I just couldn't get around it personally. Usually have some 2 days, yeah. In the afternoon, maybe a little bit better, but you make more from affiliates or trading. Honestly, it depends on the month. Sometimes if I don't get a payout that month, well then obviously I make more affiliates, right? But some months I get trading payouts and then I make more from trading payouts. So it's really nice balance to have. December I made more from trading because I got, 3 payouts. I seen yo no, don't even say that Jokic shit. He's fine. He's a big boy. He's fine. He's gonna come back next day, playing next game. Fine, bro. You can't hurt that guy. Positive energy all the way through. Did you trade Silver Bullet? Yeah, I trade Silver Bullet. Yeah, I had to go to the barber, man. It's been 3 weeks. I'm losing my mind, actually. Literally losing my mind. Buy side or sell sides in play today. Overall, I am leaning more towards lower, previous day low and maybe Tuesday, but get a fresh cut. I get a cut every 2 weeks. It's just, man, I've been sick. Appreciate you, Killer One. Like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I probably would take the first inversion to buy side after sell side sweep if it's clean and intermarket analysis supports the trade. At the end, dog. No. Just know that setups to and from will be good today because it's a range day, right? You haven't slept enough? Uh, No, I slept pretty good. Could it be more? Yeah. 7 hours, not 8. Usually I like 8. Made 5,000 yesterday, 15,000 today. Is that cool? Nah, bro, that's lame. That's lame as shit. That's so little, bro. That's awful, actually. That's exactly what happened, Jesse. That's exactly what happened. I just couldn't leave the live stream, bro. Like I didn't want the FOMO. I needed to know what was gonna happen. You know? Even though I knew Loki nothing was gonna happen. Try Lucid, I want to try them out as well. Yeah, I gotta take one for the team, huh? Alright. You convinced me. Well, they have 40. The thing is, like, I saw people getting like something called flex versus select. I don't see none of that shit. I don't see that. I just see eval. Oh, Lucid Pro, Lucid Flex. Oh, which one do I get? Hold on. One of my friends recommended me one. Let me see what he said. Now I see it. Now I see it. Hold on. My friend said. I think he said flex. Yeah, he said flex. All right, I'll get the flex. Good flex. Is it still 50% off? That'd be lit. Oh, it is 50% off. Yo, man, 50% off your first account. I mean, shit, you might as well try, I guess. All right, boys. We're gonna work on this eval today. Someone in chat convinced me. Push in your order. View the Lucid setup guide. Just watched your email. What? Just give me my account information. It just got complicated, boys. Lucid setup guide. Download R Trader. Use credentials from dashboard. Okay, wait, hold on. Credentials from dashboard. I see my dashboard right here. The information for signing in though. Pretty clean dashboard from them. Okay, launch trade of 8. Yeah, pretty much the same shit as always. Where's my like password and shit? Leak it. Yeah, does anyone trade with Lucid? Anyone here? Email? Someone said email? Where I didn't get no email. My fun futures, it's not bad. I don't see. I haven't used them. I got an account with them like a year ago, and I blew it and never really tried again. They sent mine a couple minutes. Oh, looting trade. Oh, you right. Oh, why they always send you the most crazy passwords? Like L, like oh shit, man. All right, one sec, guys. We're signing into the account. We will pass, or wait, is it 1 day pass, or is it? Even know. Sign the agreement. Successfully signed the agreement. Let me save that information. I don't have to type that fucking shit ever again. Yeah, we're into the account. We're missing market open, but it's fine because we have to wait for one side anyways. To wait, just open up my Gmail and copy it. What am I doing? I'm such a fool. Type that shit in. Hmm. Percent consistency. All right, so we'll just aim for 1500. Say trading view access not. Oh, okay, we're in. Okay, cool. Yeah, save that shit. Okay, guys, I changed my mind. We're trading eval today. Uh, yeah, this would be great if we can just take out buy side. Is there a 4 hour gap? 1 hour? Yeah, I mean, we'll see how high this goes. I mean, it could go pretty high if I'm being honest. Really hard to say. I'd rather not see it take out these highs and just take out these ones. Pretty simple game plan. We take buy side, we look down. We take sell side, we look up. I'm expecting a seek and destroy day. Look at ES. Looks like it's literally, looks like it's not going to do a single thing today, literally. And just in case an A plus setup presents itself, I'll sign into my take profit account, but I'm really just going to be focusing on eval. Just purchased with Lucid and off, so take advantage. What number the alphabet are F and G? I don't know. 6. I see what you did there. You're smart. You have alpha at 300K accounts? Damn, that'd be kind of crazy. I'm happy with my 100Ks. Well, we did take out some measure of like this could deliver sell side, but again, I want to wait for a move outside of the range in. You know, this is your daily range. I don't want to trade inside the range. Seek and destroy protocol. We use to stream OBS Studio and also TikTok Live Studio. Guys, today will probably be live in PM session as well. So if we don't find anything, we can always come back. It could be pretty slow, you know. That's all. Okay, I think this will deliver. How aggressive should I be on this eval? Like, to be honest, if I wasn't on live stream, I'd probably be in a trade like this right now. 1.7R. Let's go 1K to make 1.5. You can put your stop here even. Shit would pass. Right, assuming it closes above. No, the main accounts will be trading next week. My average income from trading, it's still around like it's more mid high 4 figures. Because some months I don't get a payout, and some months, I get like a nicer payout. So it averages out to that. Front run that 1 minute emerge after shooting yourself. I'm done for the day. Oh, this started printing and you went long. We take those, bro. So I want to see like the full sell side or the full buy side here. These equal highs. That's my target right now, but we'll see. Yes, I was looking at that pre-market short, but Dario sabotaged me. I mean, there's some things more important than the pre-market short. You feel me? So taking a look at YM here. Why is it not showing up? Just moving lower. This is Tuesday's low on YM. So that was our main objective. Lower. You see dollar index pulling higher towards previous day's high. So we could overall be bearish on the day. Maybe the short setup will be better if it forms. Yeah, dollar's not doing anything clear right now, but overall dollar is pretty bullish. It's trending higher. We could find a nice short. Honestly, a YM short here could be actually nice. If it gives me a protraction short, we'll keep an eye on that. Huge buy GBP USD. Okay. Hmm. You should message me, Noah. I got you. I have 1 day left for my funded, or I have to pay like another monthly amount eval. Should I full port it? You think it's better to pay again? If you're really close to passing and you don't usually pass, I would wait. But if you're not close to passing, like it depends where you are. If I was giving myself advice, I would be 100% full porting that. I'm gonna be paying the rebill anyways. No, throat's actually better. I feel a lot better. Payout setter you're using? I use Wise. Yeah, I use Wise. Pretty simple because I can link my bank account to Wise, and it's all run through my business through there. So quite great. Like see this could be protraction short on YM. I'm wondering if we take our first eval trade here on YM. If this candle flips, it'll be like a 15-second inversion, I think. Yeah. This candle would have to flip, give me 15-second protraction. We take it like this. This candle would have to respect this fair value gap, though. I would take this on YM. I have to switch tabs. It doesn't. It can't take out the high though. It needs to respect this. Break down. It doesn't look like it's gonna do that, but if it does, gives me 15-second OB. Respects the high. Otherwise, it has to do this. Huh. Yeah, no. I can't trust it because it inversed. Just let this do a thing. Look, it's gonna stay choppy. You're pretty far from passing. I would full port then. Yeah. There's no synchrony here, so we have to wait. Let it do its thing. In the live with the trader beef, I was watching, bro. Unfortunately, not my proudest watch, but I got hooked. I had to see what was gonna play out. Is there a reason you switch from YM to net? I'm trying to see what's the cleanest one to trade. Which one's leading? Most of the time, I want to trade that one. Nvidia. Let me see what it is right now. Like long term, like you could get your first buy in now. I mean, my average fill is 182, so it's not that far. But I wouldn't just put all your cash in Nvidia now if you missed it. I'm honestly pretty hopeful that it's just gonna start pumping soon. Your train view is so bugged. I have no idea, bro. That's minus 2 for risk. That's maybe that's per point or something. Okay, maybe a YM short here. If we get OB here, as long as it's 1.5 R, do I want to risk 1K though? Because then if I lose, it's a good setup though. That's like a perfect eval setup. We'll risk like 500. No, wait, not 500. What's the number? Well, we'll risk whatever is gonna give me half of 1500. So if I want to make 750, oh man, this math is pissing me off. If I want to make 750, I gotta risk, what is that, 400 or something? See if we get the OB here. I will short YM. It has to be a clean though. Like, I don't like this candle. I just killed the narrative. It should be a speed setup to the low. Otherwise, it very much so kills the narrative. I don't really like it anymore. Unless this candle immediately drops. No, I already disrespected the immediate rebound. Actually, not bad. If this candle immediately drops down, no, see how it did not immediately drop, so fade that setup as well. We're just gonna have to wait. So now the game plan's wait till macro, wait for 10 a.m. because I don't think there's gonna be any main move right now. Even if there is, it's too sloppy. 375 for 1 to 2. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Just 375 on the E. I'm not risking 375. We'll risk 500. Whatever we get at this point. I'm gonna say we can take two 2 hour trades. I mean, 375 is not bad because then we can like pyramid and shit. Are you gonna full port FOMC? Yo, that FOMC is not gonna be. We took sell side first. The full port trade. Just take your normal setup and just risk more. Okay, I mean, if YM pulled higher here, which I don't think it will, there's no synergy. Like, I'm still not going to break rules, right? We still need intermarket analysis supporting the trade idea. We are bearish overall. This could continue lower on NASDAQ instead of reverse. It would kind of be against our original narrative. YM has 5-minute SIBI here. So if we can get something like this. Dollar index is bullish. I want to look for shorts, right? The idea is to look for shorts right now. What are you going to do on New Year's Eve? Nothing, bro. Backtest. When is that? Oh, that's. Oh, you mean the live stream? Oh, that's tomorrow. Shit. We can do the backtest stream or something if you guys want. Mm, I mean, this can do anything. This can go buy side. This can trend lower. This can go range bound. There's no clear narrative for me at all. The only thing that's clear is dollar is likely to move higher. So maybe we can get a lower low. Huh. Tomorrow, the bank holiday is Friday, Thursday. Oh wait, yeah, it's Thursday. That's the bank holiday. I'll trade tomorrow, but it's gonna look like this. Like I'm being honest. Like, yeah, P50 low can be a strong draw. That's the idea. Previous day high on dollar index, previous day low on indices. So I want to find a continuation short. I think YM looks the best. Kind of crazy to say. This is really slow. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna close my take profit trader account because I we're doing really good on that account. If we can just get a pullback into this 5 minute SIBI, I can short inside the macro on YM, on eval would be a good setup. That's like really the only trade I can see myself taking right now. Yeah, we cooked, but the thing is, I'm like so de-risked that like it didn't matter. It's unfortunate we actually had like the best trading while I was de-risking the entire week, but it is what it is. Like, who cares? Uh, Potential 5 minute breakaway. I mean, the 3 minute OB. I take the 3 minute OB. Previous day low 1.7 R. I would rather just tap the five. Yeah, wait for the macro, tap the five. Huh. The reason I want to wait for it to tap the five is because it also could just do this, right? So if I wait for a move higher and then see if it breaks down again, I protect myself from a potential reversal as opposed to just shorting right now. So playing it safe. No, I mean no. On January we're going back to normal. Once I have my accounts open, live account, alpha and top step. We'll figure out if we're gonna copy trade them all or probably not. Protraction now. Hold on, it might be getting signaled. I mean 945 was the protraction. A lot of clean protractions in here. I can't lie. If you want to get like maybe you can get lucky, stop would have to be here. You could try to snipe a 1R entry. I would have preferred this protraction at 945. It's a low of day protraction. It's pretty weak protraction, but it's a protraction. Still needs to be a risk optimal setup, right? Just part of my rules. I love January. Yeah, I love January. What size monitor? I have three different sizes. I have, I don't know, this one's big, bro. I think that one's 34, 35, or something like that. I think this one's 20. My main one's 27 or 32. I honestly don't know. Why'd you flip your camera placement? Why did I flip my camera placement? The reason is I like it here more. That's why. Okay, so it looks like it is gonna end up reversing to buy side. So if dollar index breakdown, I didn't suppose. So what we can do here is short after buy side, and hopefully dollar doesn't take out previous day's high. I'm gonna set an alert here on dollar, and as long as the alert doesn't get hit, we could maybe find a good short. Exactly, someone said. Your left side is prettier. Loki, you're right. You know what? I just ordered a new webcam. Literally just today. It should come. Yeah, I need to get Amazon Prime. It should come this weekend. So hopefully for January we're all set. It says 4K webcam, bro. Should be good. I mean, I don't need much. When does it say it's coming? I don't know, bro. I just got a webcam. You got your brother? Yeah, that's my bro. Yeah, the CSD was pretty far. Okay, this is fine. Take buy side here, maybe here. We already took it here. RTH gap fill. Yo, this can go up all the way. Question is, would I take protraction long? I don't think so. Yeah, he carried 2019. You're not wrong, bro. It's just FOMC minutes, so it's not that impactful. I'm prepared to trade. I bought an eval to trade this, but still not gonna break rules, right? Still gotta take a good trade. Oh yeah, I'm younger. He's 5 years older than me. The only thing that's clear is dollar index taking previous day's high. I want to find a short opportunity before dollar takes previous day's high. Take this high. I wonder if we ever did something like this. This is an idea. I don't trade like this, but I generally think we can soup these highs, not take this one, and break. No, he doesn't trade. I'm not gonna take the trade, but tape read it. Get a strong inversion right now. It would meet criteria. It'd have to be like a drop all the way. Your SMT? It's SMT. We'll see if NQ wants to break that or not. SMT. Why you look at dollar? Because the dollar is underlyingly bullish, then I want to be taking shorts on Nasdaq. 50 macro inversion with SMT. Is it an easy optimal 1.5 R? Previous day's low of 2.5. We could try this. You could also buy this if you're bullish. If you think Nasdaq's gonna also take out pre-market high or whatever high that is, midnight high. You could also look for protraction long here. It's still kind of 50-50 in my opinion. Protraction long right now. You have to wait. Yeah, you have to wait for one clear picture. It is 2022 model, but 2022 model, your stop loss has to be here. If you want to be aggressive, you can maybe get away with this, but it's not a good R. Oh. Issue is this is not risk optimal. 0.7 R, that's a protraction long. in the macro. I think we just wait, guys. I don't want a long. I want a short. I'm gonna wait, see if it breaks down. This would be a breaker if we do break down. DXY. The idea. There's a spike through. Obviously, it could just be bullish, but that's what we want to see. So we're just gonna wait for YM. Takes buy side here. These clean highs on YM, very smooth highs. Second buy side. High time is bearish with a return of generating buy side. I still think it's range bound, but if it's gonna trend today then and we miss it, it is what it is. There's no reason for me to expect a one-sided expansion higher, especially. So is that Drake in my chat, bro? Didn't take out that final buy side. This isn't previous day high, is it? Oh, I'm tripping. That's the AM session high. That's like best case scenario, in my opinion. I don't think we'll go all the way up there. It's possible though. This looks really strong. So we'll see. If you do think it's gonna get there, you're gonna try something like this. 7R. Not the worst. Not something I want to take. Nice. A lot of people took that long. Nice. Good catch. 950 macro play. We're on the same trade. I didn't even take a trade yet. DZ told me to full port shorts. Full port shorts, man. I would maybe front run the breaker 30-second CISD. I'd probably front run this breaker using a 15-second or 30-second CISD and inversion. If we get it here, I'll short. Another 30-second chart. So 22 points, 40 a micro, 40 times 5, 40 times 10, 400. Like the way that it's forming. Kind of weak. It's worth the risk on eval. All right, we're gonna try it there. On the tap. So taking the short on eval. I think the risk is around 400 bucks. Um, don't quote me. 774. Not taking this on the take profit trader account where we close that down. Maybe for PM session we'll use that or something. The main thing I want to see here is the breaker. If we can get the breaker, that would be good stuff. That we can even maybe pyramid into that. Stop to 722.5. Stay on the 30-second chart here for now. It's kind of slow. And the idea is simple. Any second now, we should see an alert on dollar index, assuming that this is bearish. Huh. Do get that breaker. Yeah. So even though it's an eval trade, right, we don't want to break any rules. Still 950 macro. We have one-sided narrative. You know, I wanted to short. Look for previous day's high on YM, or sorry, dollar index. So really good trade here. Didn't take it on my funded because it's FOMC. Honestly, we've just been kind of win streaking on that funded, and I feel like it's a good time to slow down. Huh. I don't like that we didn't even get 50% here before retracing. Really want to see that 50%. We did kind of get it. It's going to be pretty obvious very shortly what happens. I think I don't really need to pyramid into this trade because yes, we could pyramid. It could help us. Does anyone know, is Lucid trading? It's not a breaker yet. I want to see it become a breaker once it does this. Not a breaker yet. No, the idea is I'm front running the breaker here, anticipating the breaker to form. Move my stop here, maybe pyramid. Police just posted. What does LARP mean? I don't even know what that shit means. I think we can reduce our risk here at 766. DCA allowed on eval. There, okay, that's not my question was gonna be um I don't like that NQ didn't form the breaker in his SMT here. My question is it live trailing drawdown on Lucid eval? At least we reduced our risk. Risking 13.26. We're risking 260 bucks only. Yo, we got a pyramid into this trade. End of day? Okay. End of day on flex? That's what I got, right? Huh. What I want is $1,500. That's my goal for this trade. Huh. Suspension block? Probably is one in here. Two volume imbalances. You find that your suspension block. Yeah, I don't like this SMT. It's getting real slow, but we're risking 250 bucks on an eval, so let it go. Okay, people can. I don't know. I don't know if you're capping, but I generally could care less if people want to post about me. Doesn't change much to me. Okay, we got the breaker. I like the stop reduction. It's just a ride out. We'll see. I mean, if we get the breaker, then retest. Okay, then maybe I'll pyramid 5. I like where my stop is. Can't really move my stop anywhere else. Like, it has to stay there. So, but we're only risking 250 bucks now from our original, right? 13.25. Yeah, risking 260 bucks. So we didn't really get a clean breaker there. I think we just touched a 5-minute bullish for value gap. We'll give it a chance. Give the trade a chance. I'm kind of happy just to accept the $250 risk. Yeah, dollar index is not moving higher yet. I haven't seen the alert pop off. Yeah, if you're on a funded, you could break even, be extra aggressive. If you're on a funded, you can just take the 1R right now. Seek and destroy model, yeah. Yeah, normally for my seek and destroy model, this is all we can really aim for. So maybe after we break this, I'll move the stop here. Top of the breaker. Yeah. All right, we're gonna remove the risk. You guys said it was end of day drawdown, so pyramid into this though. I don't know if we're gonna get all the way down here. We could get to here, and that's it. Even then, I guess the account won't pass. So how many points is that? It doesn't know. We'd have to be 20 contracts in. So I think we just let it do its thing at break even. If we got a full sell side run, that'd be crazy. So my stop covers the breaker. This whole leg. If you really want to be like diligent, you could put the stop at 74975. Maybe if we get below this low, I'll add. The thing is, there's no point in me adding into this trade because if it's gonna run sell side, like you get what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna be closing anything here, and I only need 1,500 bucks. So, like the only difference would be like my TP instead of being here would be like here. So how does that really help me? You know, it kind of doesn't because if we're gonna come all the way down here, we're probably just gonna run the sell side. So I don't really need to pyramid into this trade. We kind of just wait and hope for 1,500 bucks. You know, pyramiding doesn't really make sense. I'd rather just sit at break even than pyramid. No, this is I actually bought an eval just to take this trade. I was trading my funded today, but then I decided not to. I close now. I'm up 1.5K on eval. Yeah, bro. What you need more than? Well, I guess depends on the eval, but yeah, like if I was on funded, this is a partial. This is a partial level, right? Discount PD raise in a range day. It's a partial. Stay on the 30-second chart here. It's the cleanest. There's 800s. That's 2R. You can take that. I'm honestly really skeptical. We haven't lost in a really long time. I don't know why I'm so skeptical. This might be one of my longer win streaks. Just been winning like every single trade. It's actually crazy. Okay, skeptical. So I like that we quickly got to CE. This fair value gap, you can pyramid into that. You know what? Can I pyramid and stay with the stop here? Because then I might as well. I'm gonna add one. I'm gonna add two contracts and see what happens. Okay, cool. So free pyramid there because my stop is already there. The question is now, how much do I need for? See, it doesn't really help me much. The TP is basically the same. I could move my stop here and pyramid more. Okay, see that alert on dollar index? That's what we wanted to see. Okay, that should be like 1,500 bucks. See if we can get that. There is an SMT here. It's 1.2K. I feel like we move the stop to the breaker 722. Secure something. But it's end of day drawdown, right? So if we make a little bit of money on this trade, how much money is that? 400, a little bit more like 500 bucks. We can risk that on the next trade. Also, this needs to be 14. Hopefully, we just get a little bit lucky here. It just spikes down. I swear I'm not that sick. It's just because I'm talking a lot. I think we just take it at 1250, guys. I mean, really don't want to break even this trade because it's literally almost 1500. I'm gonna choke the stop here at 698. Choking the stop 1500. There it is. Okay, we got it. Damn, we sniped that shit, guys. We sniped that shit. I mean, what can I say? That shit was a snipe. Great pyramids too. There it is. Exactly from the game plan at 9:15. Said I want a short. I said we're not gonna look for protraction long. We'll wait for the buy side. I even wrote it out here. DXY. Where did DXY go? Previous day's high. You guys can't see it. I'll show you. The blue line. This whole trade idea was because we were waiting for DXY to see this leg. That blue line, that's previous day high on DXY. So we can frame that short at that one very specific moment in time where everything aligns. Dollar index moves higher. NASDAQ breaks down from its buy side pool. Look, we wrote this at 9:15. When price was here, I wrote this. I even marked out the breaker when it looked like this. When price did this, this is how you don't FOMO. When price did this, I was already saying, wait for it to break down and I'll short the breaker. Now I took a trade before the breaker, right? But it's because I was front running it. I thought it was gonna form. Need to lose a trade. I don't like how much I'm winning. I genuinely don't. Putting this in the journal. Anyone else take that trade? You see how we only ended up risking like 250 bucks? Like that was basically like an 8R trade. 250 to make. That's basically an 8R trade just from good risk management. Although this was like I guess a pretty nice price run. Uh, this was eval though, so it is kind of unfortunate that I chose not to, but it is what it is. Did anyone else take that trade? Why was your TP? I was aiming for $1,500 and just this low right here. Like it made sense. Also, there's SMT here, so you should have closed. Look at the SMT. That's why it's doing this. It can still move lower, but when we get this cracking correlation, it could lead to a retrace or a reversal. Did anyone else take that short? 948 longs? Yeah, it's not a bad long, brother. DXY is inversely correlated, but don't look at it candle for candle. Look at it as the picture, the narrative. Okay? If dollar index is gonna run previous day's high, that's a move that you're expecting. Expect to move lower on Nasdaq. You know, it's not just like oh dollar 1 minute IFEG, therefore NQ moves lower, right? 30-second chart. Yeah, I used it here because I didn't want to wait for the full 1 minute. Because if it's gonna form on the 30-second, it's probably gonna form on the 1 minute. So can you go over the trade again? Yeah, very simple idea. So it all starts on dollar index. Should I just do a full trade recap? Okay, let's do a full recap. You know what? I already did the recording, so I'll do a full recap after. You know what? Should we do both? Okay, we'll do both. Okay, so we just took this trade on live stream, and I'm gonna do a full recap for you guys right now. We shorted here, shorted here, shorted here, and took profits here on the SMT, and we made our profit target for the day. So why did I take this short? It all starts on dollar index. I told you guys this blue line was a likely target for dollar index. Why? It's previous day's high, and dollar index has been trending higher. So it makes sense that we can assume dollar index will run the previous day's high. So because we can anticipate that move higher on dollar index, we can frame a move lower on Nasdaq. How? Nasdaq sweeps the buy side right here. This buy side pool was taken out on the Nasdaq right there inside the macro, and then we wait for price to break down. Now I used the 30-second chart for this trade because it had the cleanest fair value gap presented and a CISD here. So we get that inversion. I short and I'm targeting my profit target and this low here, which ended up becoming SMT. I added on the breaker formation once we started breaking down, so I could move my stop, add on the breaker, expect that final leg lower. How did I know it was going to go lower? Because we're starting to disrespect discount PD raise. So see this fair value gap I outlined, we disrespected it here, and then I can expect it to continue towards that sell side. So those are the executions. That's the trade recap. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I don't know. I got Trade of 8. Did they have Project X? They maybe do. I don't. I don't even check. Yeah, I shorted here before the breaker, But it wasn't a rule break because there was still CISD, right? So obviously I'm entering right here, but as it's touching that, I'm anticipating the risk. Now, even if you took it here, like okay, still really good risk to reward, right? It's 2.5. So just because I know what I'm looking for, right? Like it's either gonna play out or not, whether we get the CISD or not. Like if dollar index is gonna run previous day's high, you understand? It's gonna break down here. That's how I know I can front run. If I'm wrong about dollar index being correlated to this Nasdaq move, then this move's not gonna pan out, regardless whether we get CISD or not. That's why I'm happy to front run there. That makes sense. Take honey with lime. It's good for you. Honestly, my cough is better just because I'm talking a lot. US 30? Beautiful. Yeah, great. Yeah, I may come back for the PM session. Can you explain the dollar index and NQ? It's inverse correlation. If you're anticipating a move higher on dollar, you should also anticipate a move lower on Nasdaq. That's all. Don't look for it minute by minute. Don't look for SMT. Use it as a narrative sweep, right? Narrative building. Guys, I swear my cough's better. It's just because I'm talking. That's a great power 3 trader. 10 a.m. 9:30 reversal. Can you explain your entry? Just shorted off the inversion fair value gap. After we took buy side, dollar index was bullish. I was looking for range day bias. So what's the first thing I said on live stream? If we take buy side, look down. If we take sell side, look up. It's range day. It's not bearish. It's neutral. So you can see stuff like this. Seek and destroy. That was the game plan. This is my seek and destroy model. Wait for the buy side. Extreme. Don't do nothing in here. Not when we're inside the range. 50-50. Once we take sell side or buy side, you can look for it. I preferred the buy side short than the sell side long. You could have taken the sell side long as well. It wouldn't have been a rule break. But I prefer this one because of DXY running previous day's high. See how I wait for that intermarket analysis piece? That's what matters to me. It's one of my rules. Why you say it's a range day? It's the last day, last week of the month. Every single day this week is probably going to be range day, or not that expansive. No, there's no way to see the dollar amount on the limit orders. You just gotta calculate. This is the 30-second chart. I can go back to the 1 minute. Doesn't look that cool. Doesn't look that cool on the 1 minute though. I'm going back to the 15-second. Looks way better. 30-second at least. Hmm. I don't see the message that you're responding to. Okay, you got stopped. Should we buy that price of this 150? I'd assume this to be a retracement setup silver bullet lower. I would still look for sell side here because I think previous day's low is possible. If it was me, I would probably still look for shorts. I don't know if there's a 15-minute gap or the 5-minute one in there. 10-minute one just barely tapped, I think. I would look for like this inversion. I would short that. That's protraction. I can't take it on this account, and it's not A plus because the timing. Although it is silver bullet idea, silver bullet protraction. The risk reward is not the best. You could put your stop here, I guess. You could front run it. Squeeze out 1.8 R. It's not as good as this, but it's not a bad trade. You can tape read it. You gonna trade tomorrow? I'll be live. Can you explain the trade I took? If you just wait, I'll post a full recap. I'll post a full recap if you just wait a little. That doesn't mean I'm copying Gotti. I'm checking it. Checking it. My analysis. Listen, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with copy trading, but only there's one benefit only to actually practice. Again, this is assuming you want to trade similar to me. If you don't want to trade similar to me, then it doesn't make sense, right? Don't just take the same trade as me. But for those of you who actually want to trade like me, it's not a bad thing, in my opinion, to practice, um, like practice the executions that I'm making. You know, that's my take. Obviously, to a certain extent. Eventually, you're gonna have to drop the wheels and just start trading yourself. Do about your subscription monthly? I don't have a subscription. Why did you wait? Why did you trade when no till? Because it's FOMC minutes. It's not really FOMC press conference. To be honest, I'm not expecting much at all at 2 p.m. No, I don't think the long before was bad. Oh, you took this continuation? Yeah, we even tape read this long too. I told you guys I didn't want to take it, but I literally said that this could play out. We had the tape read there. We tape read that long. We tape read this long, this long. I don't think we tape read any shorts here. We pretty much called all the moves today. We're way past 100 days. We're like 130 or something now. And I think I want to still stream on YouTube and TikTok. Bigger sickness. Yo, honestly, I was actually thinking about it, and that's possible, bro. Like maybe I'm like more calm or like I'm more disciplined. I don't know. We've just been reading price. We're just in flow state. That's all it is. What confirmation we can find to enter in long before breaker? Inversion right here. Whatever's here. I'm not picky when it comes. What if there was no fair value gap? I would have used the CISD. Luckily for me, there was a fair value gap, so I used that. There's also this. You get this wick, which is just a gap in itself. So if you zoom in here, you'll see this. That's why I shorted here. I don't know if I said it on live stream, but what was going through my mind is if we're gonna respect this and see speed, I'm anticipating the inversion. So I actually got a better fill. Look, my fill was 7.5. Oh no, I didn't get a better fill. I guess I basically just took the inversion then. I literally got I literally got filled right here. So never mind. I take that back. I did not I didn't front run the inversion really. You're in low. I would look for sell side here if it was me. This is Nasdaq. Is there any confirmation to enter long before breaker when you start drawing off sell side? Wait, you mean here or you mean here? There's the CISD. There's a lot of stuff here. There's this order block. There's this fair value gap. There's the protraction model here. There is a 30-second breaker right here. There's a bunch of stuff in here. This is the 30-second chart. Let me go to the 1 minute and see. There was a CISD at the very least, yeah. No, there actually wasn't. I mean, there's the one, yeah, there it would have been the 30-second chart. So there's nothing on the 1 minute. 2 minute maybe. 2 minute CISD is kind of there. 3 minute, no. 4 minute, no. Oh, nothing on the 1 minute. The 2 minute, you can argue the CISD is right there, so you could have maybe got filled. The cleanest stuff's on the 30-second here. It's pretty clean here, right? You see on the 30-second the breaker, the fair value gap, the CISD. It all aligns perfectly. In the same trade. This is a tape read for me. I already hit my profit target. Would you say that most of your knowledge you have is because of your experience? That's hard to say. Most of my knowledge comes from applying the things I learned from ICT's mentorship. Does that make sense? So I know that's kind of like a 50-50 answer, but when you watch every single ICT lecture multiple times and then you go back test, like I don't think you guys know, I have like 7,000 back tested days. Like I've done the last 4 years like 4 times now, and I'm doing it again on YouTube right now. You're not gonna find someone who's done more back testing than me, probably. Like I'm being real. I've also been live trading for the last 2 years on live stream. Why so much? My goal is to be the best. Find it hard to trade at open because sometimes it moves fast. I'll charge family. Yeah, that's fine. You can skip the first 30 minutes. I use TradeZella to backtest. I used to use Forex Replay, but for my last like 3,000, 4,000, I did TradeZella. It was a lot better. You are the best. I don't think I'm the best, but I think I'm doing the right things to become the best. How do you not get burnt out? I love it, bro. I could literally stare at charts for fucking ever, bro. I'll never get bored. Are we still on accumulation or there's a... It's still range day. Um, I'd probably terminate break even here. Because if it's not gonna go below that, I would. If I'm just saying, if it was me, 'cause I know someone probably copy trade this. That looks like it's break even, right? Yeah, I would cut it early. I don't like this consolidation. I have backtested 41 years. Damn. I'm live every day. Yeah, man. Live every. I've been live every day for the last like year and a half. Does TradeZilla give you minute by minute for the past 4 years? TradeZilla gives you second by second for the past like 20 years. So even better than that. I am very detail oriented. Yeah, I want to be precise. I feel like if you're not truly precise, there's no consistency. I don't want anything. I want to control the amount of random in my trading. Why not break even? Me? I'm not even in this trade. This is a tape read. I'm just saying I'd move my stop to break even here because if it's not going to speed below this, then it's sloppy and I don't want to be in it. You think it'll push higher? I think it's 50-50 right now. My win rate, my daily win percentage, or my trade win percentage. My trade win percentage, I usually go between 40 and 50. Also depends on the model if I'm trading. If I only trade my protraction model, my win rate will be a little bit higher. Yes, you can do that. User 11144455566677778. Yo, that's a crazy username. Yes, you can do that. I'd recommend you watch my YouTube. Guys, I have a backtesting video on my YouTube. Watch it. You'll like it. It's on TradeZella. It breaks down TradeZella, and it's really good. I would just watch it. You use different models depending on the day? No, I use the same models every single day. It just depends what I end up taking. Just naturally, if I'm going to take a reversal, it's going to be higher risk to reward, lower chance of playing out, but I'll be able to manage my risk better if it moves in my direction. Protraction model, it's a continuation model. The win rate's higher because usually it's quite clear, right? But my win rate, my risk to reward is usually not as high. And when I do lose on protraction, I usually lose like more. So believe it or not, even though I lose more reversals, I'm more profitable with my reversal model because the risk to reward, because the risk management. Protraction models are usually quick. Not always. Now sometimes you get a nice protraction like here in deep premium for shorts, then it's fine. It doesn't really matter. But when you're taking deep protractions like this, it's usually win or lose. You don't really get to manage your risk that much, you know? When one-on-one mentorship, I'm not going to be really doing that. I'm doing 10 people for free. I'm going to see if I can help them out. It's just going to be 1 week long. I don't have time to be doing that. And I really don't want to be charging people for anything. I just want to trade, bro. I just want to focus on my trading. I've already picked the 10 people. If you're not in the Discord, I'd recommend you join. What is the protraction model? It's just one of my models. If you look at my most recent TikTok, I just posted it actually. Again, it's nothing. It doesn't matter. It's not fancy. You don't have to trade. I don't really care if you use my model. There's so many models that are probably very similar. Um, it's just my criteria. I like it because it forms every single day, multiple times. That's why I like that model. For some people, that's not a good thing. You know, some people they want one model that forms like maybe once or not at all. My protraction model, that shit forms like you guys know, man. If you for those you guys who know, that shit forms like fucking 100 times a day. Like if you really wanted to, you can trade protraction model at any point in time. There's always a protraction model, literally. Anytime the market is likely to expand the range, whatever range there is, right? If this is the range, if the market is likely to expand the range, because that's rule one of the protraction, it's there. You can trade it. I like that. Because then it's up to me to decide which one to take, which one to not. I feel like we're going to play a bit hard to take the highs and don't. I'd still, if it's gonna move lower, I wouldn't expect this high to get taken. I'd just view this as accumulation of shorts, or you're legit my liquidity. Legit not your liquidity because I'm not even in this trade. And even if I was, it's simulated funds, so you're legit wrong. Is your model posted on Discord? YouTube, Discord, TikTok, everywhere, bro. Can you show example of protraction model? Yeah, I'm gonna just show you the PDF, make it really simple. Any time frame does not matter. You guys can screenshot that, do whatever you want. I don't know if you guys can see it all. I just made a video on this. I mean, my whole it's on YouTube if you want to see me break it down. A lot of my trades are protraction. You guys want to see some trade executions? This is just my highest win rate model. But don't confuse that with most profitable. It's not my most profitable model. My most profitable model is just a basic reversal model. So don't confuse um like these shorts, those are protraction models. This short, this is the reversal model. This short here, protraction, right? Let me see if I can find a cleaner one. Okay, perfect. Here's this an A plus protraction model. You can study this. Price goes up. Let me show you the PDF. Let me show you my entry, okay? Maybe you guys can't see this on TikTok. This is a trade we took a couple days ago on live stream. Look at the PDF. Look. I don't know how I can show this any clearer. Same shit. Purge, that's over here. This high, that's over here. We break lower. That's the break lower. Retrace into fair value gap. Red box, red box. You guys can see this. Wait for the IFEG or CISD. This is your next protected high. That's right here. IFEG. The CISD would be all the way down here, so I took the IFEG. That's it. When I even tell you when to look at this. Macro, intermediate power 3, or lunch, which is 11:30. This is macro, 950 macro. This is a 950 macro protraction model. Short. Targeting the draw. The draw is right here. Good R, strong draw. And make sure your higher time frame and stuff looks good too. That's an example right there. You can take the you can take the PDF. I posted it in my Discord, right? So it's somewhere in here. All there. I don't. You're trading right now. It's a bloodbath. I was in a no. See, this one would have broke even. So what I would do now is just wait for 1050 and wait for another protraction model. Am I gonna sit here the whole time? Yeah, I guess we can sit here and outline it. Is there an activation fee on Lucid Flex? 1050 macro. I would wait for that and wait for another protraction model. I wouldn't touch it now. If I was in a trade, I would close. Yeah, no, I just got a Lucid account right now. I just got one today. Guys, Lucid is 50% off if it's your first account. I can't vouch for them, but I know a lot of people who can. Take advantage if you want. How does gold and NQ relate? They should technically move the same because they're both opposite to dollar index. Is that are they like directly correlated? No, it doesn't really matter if gold. That's not going to really influence prices. But if dollar moves up, gold and Nasdaq should both move down. Yeah, Lucid seems pretty legit. So can I use VPN? I would not use VPN. No, that's a little bit risky. Yeah, Lucid. What time frame do you trade on? Most of my executions are anywhere from 15 second to like 3 minute. It's pretty rare I do 5 minute, but sometimes I do. Consistency in Lucid Flex. Guys, don't ask me about any of the rules. I don't know. Can you explain macro? It's just a time. I have a video on macros on my YouTube channel. I would recommend you watch that if you want to learn what they are and how to use them. What happened in the 100-day series? We're on day like 120. Um. Oh, sorry. This is a 30-second CIC, guys. That's why it looks weird. I'm on the 1 minute chart now, but that's your 30 seconds CIC. Explain CISD. I have a full YouTube video on it. I'd recommend you watch that. There's really no point in me explaining anything. We're probably just gonna stay with the live streams on YouTube and TikTok, guys, because the Discord live streams, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Kind of like it here. I've been doing it for so long. Hmm. Is it bad to trade front account, live account, same time and trade, but live account is options? I would just separate it, bro, because I would just separate it. Do it. I'll join just for you. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about doing a first payout boot camp. For people who haven't gotten their first payout, I do like a cheap ass boot camp and I work with them until they get their first one and then they leave. Is that a good idea? Because guys, when I was looking at those applications, holy shit. There's a lot of people. I think I underestimated how many people don't have their first payout. And I feel like they think like it's a lot harder. Like they think like it's not coming. Like they're literally like I can see it in their. They don't realize that there's just a couple things that they need to do better. Is what I'm trying to say. You know, I can't guarantee to make you 10K a month, but if you want one fucking payout, I can pretty. I feel like I don't want to say this, and I wouldn't like say this, but I low key feel like I can help every single person get their first payout, assuming they actually listen to me, right? Like obviously if they don't listen. I got my first payout March 2024. Sounds good. That's what I'm thinking, right? But then again, like does it do I am I really helping people by getting them their first payout? Because the goal is to like make money consistently. So I also don't want to really get hate about that. Starting a prop firm? Nah, there isn't really anyone I could connect you with, fortunately. I never get my payout when I'm passing phase one every time. Okay, let me ask you. Because this is a lot of people. Listen, everyone listen right now. This is a lot of freaking people. For those of you who say, and be honest, because no one here is gonna judge. If you say, if you say that you can pass evals but not pass and get a payout, okay? Be honest with yourself. Are you getting lucky on the eval phase? Like, are you actually following your system completely? I feel like most people would say no. They're like, oh, I can pass eval, but I can't get payout. You can pass eval because you're not doing it properly. You're getting lucky here and there, you know, but not really passing. You know, you're kind of just taking trades and you over risk a little bit. You got a little bit lucky here, a little bit lucky there, which is fine. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, but you want to be able to do it properly because the goal isn't to pass. The goal isn't to get a payout. The goal isn't to get 3 payouts. The goal is to make more money than you put in. You know? Too bothered. There's no equal highs. We actually took this high out. Right there, one tick. But even if it was equal highs, we took out enough buy side for me to trust the trade. We took buy side here, 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 here. If we were to just fall short of this one, okay, that's fine. If we're going to break down aggressively and everything else aligns, there's equal highs there. We're probably going to take it another time, you know? Because remember, a lot of people forget this. It's only equal highs once we leave, right? Once we leave it. Goals to freedom and don't work 10 hours a day. Yeah. When they get to funded, they start adjusting with a payout and trade emotionally. That's my issue. Yeah, it becomes harder to lose unfunded. I mean, everyone's story is different. Um, yeah, just gotta help people one on one. The one thing about that boot camp, if I was to help, it's like, I really can't give that much time to one on one every single person. You know, I could make a like help people make a plan to follow 5 to 10 minutes. It would only take me. But if I don't know how many people would join. What was your journey? Worked at 9 to 5. I went to college. I was trading in college, university. That's when I started. I passed my first account in class. Actually, it wasn't even in class. It was literally on my way driving to lab. I was trading pre-market 8:30. I was driving to class and I was in a trade. I had a little my class started at 9:30. So I had to leave at 8:30. So I had a little bit of a window at home to trade before class. And if I took a trade, I would literally take my fucking laptop, old ass MacBook. I still have it. It's like 2012. And I would literally trade literally while driving. It's not a good thing I recommend. Like obviously, but I was obsessed. And that's how I passed my first account. Look, I literally have a screenshot actually. Let's see if I can find it. I was so happy when I passed my first account. Way happier than first payout. I don't know why. I felt like I was so him. I remember. I remember. Where is this screenshot? So, yo, you guys can literally, bro. You can literally see the green light while I passed. I don't know how clear you can see this, but it literally says, "Pass my funded plus $800," and you can literally see the green light in the photo. Like I'm in the middle of the intersection when I took this photo. That shit made me happy, bro. I can't lie. That was January 31st, 2024. Yeah, I finished college. Did I work a 9 to 5? No, but I had savings, and my game plan was to use all my savings to go all in. And if I lost my savings, um, and I would have to get a job, obviously, right? And it became close, guys. It came close. I started applying for jobs. I ain't gonna lie. I started applying, but I never got accepted. So low key, I'm running out of money, bro. Like I'm literally running out. Wealthy family, brother. You should see my room right now. I live in a 1 bedroom apartment with my parents. I live in a closet, like I'm dead ass. Obviously, I'm trying to save to move out. That's just not easy where I live, though. I'm gonna have to save up like 500 grand or something. Or next year, I'm just gonna rent out a place. Yeah, I trade full time now. How long did you learn? It took me 6 months to get my first payout with learning and trading. 500K, yeah, yeah. I can't move to the U.S. You can't just come to the U.S. Like you have to get a job. You can't just leave. I live in Canada. I live in Toronto. So you plan to move to 300Ks? I don't think I'd ever do that. I like the 50Ks. Hey, Gaddy, does it take away my P&L if I take longer than a month to finish the eval? No, it won't take away your P&L. We went through Labor to keep on. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, most of the money I've made is now invested, so I don't actually have that much cash. I pretty much put it all into my investments. Um, why more money? Yeah, but more cost on evals. And the way I see it is, I'm trying to keep my expenses as low as possible. Um, so yeah. Where are you living now? I live in Toronto. You only take trades during macro time, not before. No, sometimes I'll trade before the macro. I have one specific model for that. There's only one time I'll trade before 9:45, and it's this very specific model. It needs to form exactly like this. Best investments. If you don't know what to invest in, I would recommend getting some ETFs or bonds. Um, I have like really safe investments. Then I have my stock account. So I don't want to really give you guys numbers, but I have like pretty high five figures invested, multiple accounts, different things. So one of my accounts, I'll read it out to you guys. It's diversified. 50% of the account is diversified through equities, U.S., Canadian, and international, and then the other 50% is in bonds, really safe bonds. Okay, and then my personal stock account, I trade that myself. I buy and sell stocks myself. It's more of a swing trading. I wouldn't call it investing. It's more of a swing trading. So right now I'm in Nvidia longs. We're up around. My fill's at 182, so we're up around $9 a share. No, set. Shit. Why can't I do this math, bro? $6 a share. I do stocks, not options, because it's safer. Keep in mind this is my like savings, right? Um, I don't try to pick stocks with crazy potential. I like to pick growth stocks that I try to time the moves from. Yeah, if you're in Canada, use a TFSA, bro. That shit is OP. I'll be honest. And then I also have my personal trading account, which I just trade futures with, right? I made a little bit of money. I made 20% on that last year. It was more like 15%, if I'm being honest, because I ended up losing a little bit. Um, I took that payout from my live account and we'll restart for, that's a broker. I use interactive brokers. The reason is, listen, they're only really good if you put a lot of money in them. Um, but that's my goal eventually to put a lot of money. Like it's a really safe place to put a lot of money. Also, there's not a lot of good Canadian options. Also, the fees are really low for interactive, so that's why I like it. You can use TradeAway, but that's not what I use. If you want to flip an account, like you put a little bit of money and turn it into a lot, I'd recommend TradeAway. You have to live in Ontario though. If not that, use AMP Futures. Otherwise, use interactive brokers. But like I said, interactive brokers, you're not gonna flip an account. The margin is really high, which is safe for you, right? How does TFSA work? It's basically a cash account. So you open up a TFSA, you deposit cash into it, and yeah, that's it. Like you trade with it, or you can make it like safe. Like you can buy bonds and stuff. You can even use a broker that's automatic. They'll invest it in safe shit for you. Give you like not the most, maybe 5% a year. I've ever requested a pay using Wire. Uh, no, no, I've never used Wire. I've used bank transfer with TopStep. That was in 2024 because I didn't trade TopStep in 2025 though. I use Wise now. I'll answer Discord after stream. I gotta make breakfast, then I'll answer Discord. Alpha Futures 25% off. Yeah, the sales that I know of, I think Apex is 90%, Alpha's 25, Lucid is, I don't think Lucid has one. I could be wrong, but I know they're 50% off your first purchase. Take Profit Trader is 40% off. Uh, for the future is maybe Tradeify 40% off, I think, or 20. I don't know about the other ones. I'll be honest. FOMC is not going to be too big. You have a link for your Discord. It's in the description. Does trillion dollar on Apex apply when you get funded till the safety net? Yes. Passed my 50K a few weeks ago. Should I get 100K? I would get some payouts. Waiting for Alpha to do activation fees for advanced. Yeah, if you like to go for large payouts, that's the best. That's literally the best here. That's just the best, bro. Like if you want large payouts, no activation fee advanced on Alpha is the play, bro. It's live trailing drawdown for Apex. What account balance would you take a pet if you can only request 50% of it? And I keep a good buffer. Depends on your goal, right? What's your goal? Like sometimes if I don't like, let's say there's a month I don't have a payout, I'm not gonna be greedy the next month. Like I'm gonna take what I get, you know. But some months I get multiple payouts, so maybe I'll go for a little bit more. If it's your first payout, I would recommend you just take it. You know, it's live trailing drawdown. I have two epics on PBS get up to 20 accounts or shot Tradify. Alpha's not allowed in my country. What I would do, focus on those, but assuming you get payouts or you blow them or you scale, right? If you can scale, continue scaling. If you blow them, I would look at Lucid because Lucid is pretty similar to Alpha, kinda. I would look at Funded next. They're also pretty similar. And I would check those out. How do you have less than 10K subs? I don't know. I don't have that many followers. Even though I've been doing this shit for like 2 years. But again, I don't really care because I really just want to focus on my trading, especially 2026. Like, it's all going to be about my trading, you know? One last eval, $400 from passing. It's the one I got free from buy one, get one. Should I save it or pass it and copy trade 3 accounts? There's no rebill. You're $400 away from passing the eval? I would just trade it, Mo. I mean, not necessarily today, but how do you go about the love trading drawdown when you're trying to pass an eval in 2 to 3 trades? Bro, listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. If you're trading an eval with live trailing drawdown, for example, Apex, you're full porting. Like, that's a full port eval, brother. There's not another one that I know of, but I'm full porting. Like, if it's passing one day live trailing drawdown, I'm not even going to bother wasting my time. Trade news, dead ass. Like, you want to make it as high win rate as possible, trade news on the eval. You'll pass more than you fail, you know? That's what I recommend. And then just take the funded seriously. Is the rebuild the same amount you pay when purchasing? Yes, it is the same amount. That's for all firms. So usually I recommend you don't pay the rebuild. Just cancel the account and get a new one. You deserve more subs. It's okay, bro. It really doesn't matter. Did you struggle with psychology to start? Still struggle with psychology, bro. It's always a struggle. Obviously, it's been a lot better. And the struggles now don't impact my trading as much. But it's the same struggles always, you know? I just have way more control now. I still feel FOMO. Uh, there's some stuff I never really struggle with, like greed. I've never really struggled with greed. I've been more of like fear of losing profits. It's usually what I struggle with. Um, like when I'm up on a trade, I really don't want to give back those profits, especially when it's a live account. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'll be honest, guys. Unfunded on evals, it really like I'm really like I'm almost at the point where it's emotionless. Like I genuinely could not care. I feel like starting my live account has done that for me because when you're in a live account and you make like 500 bucks, I don't make the most on my live account, but even like when I'm up on a live account, I'm up 200 bucks. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is 200 fucking dollars. Like, I don't want to give this money back to the market, even though technically I should be holding the trade and pyramiding and stuff. Like, you guys watch me pyramid. Like, I'll be on a funded and I'm pyramiding and we're up like 500, 600, 6R. Like yesterday, we were up like, I don't know, good amount of money. I didn't care that we lost it. But if that was a live account, I low-key care. You swing trade? No, I don't swing trade. It's too much margin, honestly, for me on interactive brokers. Would I swing trade? No. I swing trade stocks, so if you count that, which firm is better than my fund of futures? I'd really recommend Alpha Futures. Why'd you short there? That maybe would clear it up. I'll post a full recap shortly, though. Do you think this will be a range day? Yeah, that was my game plan going into the day. Range day. Any books you recommend? I have a lot of books I recommend. The top 3 books I recommend. The number 1 book, Trading in the Zone. Number 2 book, Market Wizards. Number 3 book, Best Loser Wins. And I still have to read Disciplined Trader, but I know it's a good one. And I still have to read Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. I just got that recently. Uh, we move. I think so, yes, but I would ask them to clarify. I would ask them, can you make a video on those books? Make a video on those books? What do you mean? Like my lessons? My lessons from those books? You want my lessons from those books? I have that on YouTube already. I have a psychology series on my YouTube channel, which covers everything I learned about psychology. I'd really recommend you watch those. Those are really good. Those are my best videos. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get there's be another trade. You could short lunch if we take buy side, but yeah, probably it for me today. We'll try to pass this tomorrow. I do wish it was a 1 day pass, but no biggie. I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. Am I gonna stream FOMC? What I'll do it, I don't know. The thing is, like, I'm being honest. Like, I can stream, but I don't know if I'm gonna be taking a trade because that means I'd have to trade my take profit account or get another Lucid. You think my YouTube can push you to profitability? If you watch the live stream, if in my opinion, how I can help you the most, my psychology videos will help. So it depends. Like if you're learning the basics and how to trade and read price, yeah, it'll push you in that sense. If you already have that, you struggle with psychology, in my opinion, my YouTube series on psychology will for sure help your psychology. But some people have done all that and they're still struggling. At that point in time, the only thing that'll really help you, in my opinion, is watching me trade live. You'll see, like, when I trade live, I'm very calm. I'm disciplined. I don't get excited when I win. I don't get sad when I lose. I try to follow the same logic every single day. I had the same trade checklist that I've been preaching every single day, the same models for a really long time. And watching me do that over and over again and see success with it, not every time. Like I have losing weeks and stuff too, but um, like over a long period of time, you'll see the success, and that'll hopefully be moved on to you. You know, what did you do with your first ever payout? My first ever payout was $1,500, and I spent every single dollar on a new exhaust for my 2008 Lexus. And I know it sounds like a bad purchase, but it actually was a really good purchase because I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because low key, I would have lost every single dollar to evals if I didn't do that. Because I thought I was so good after my first payout, I proceeded to lose a bunch of evals, and I probably would have lost more if I had that extra $1,500. So my first payout was $1,500. It was from Top Step on a 50K account. I spent every dollar. My exhaust was 1,500. I got an axle back, and I went to a shop, and I was like, put that shit in, and it cost $1,500. And I was confident that I was gonna keep making payouts. At the time, I regretted it. I was like, fuck, man, I need this money. But now, I don't regret it. Yes, that's true for all Alpha Futures accounts. Market was asked today. Yeah, not too much clean opportunity. I don't disagree with you. Besides this, like, it depends on your model and what you need to see. The 30-second chart's pretty clear. If you go to like the 2 or 3 minute, there's not much opportunity. Are you looking for another trade? Probably not. In fact, I don't know why I said probably. In fact, I'm probably going to be leaving the stream any moment now. I got to make breakfast, do my journal and stuff. What year is good for backtesting? I would start with 2024 if you haven't done that. One thing I do want to say though, I figured out how I'm going to journal for 2026. Would you build a buffer? I'd request as soon as possible. If you want to go for larger payouts later on, you can do that. Something that really helps me mentally when it comes to payouts is set a plan for each payout. That way, when the plan fails, because it will, it's not as hard on you. I said W Jordy, but I don't see him in here. I got this book. Yo, listen. I'm gonna start journaling my mental health in this book. This book, this book is goated. Because this book, you can journal shit like to-do list, habits, skills, this week's wins, this week's losses, how to improve next week, the main goal. Like this shit is mental health. All right. Then I got this shit. This little tiny. Honestly, I don't know why I got this shit, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I just got it. Then I got this big ass calendar behind me. And over there, I also still kind of don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask my girl to fill it out for me and just put like events and shit maybe. Yeah, interesting session, but it's last week of the month, so it was like kind of anticipated for me at least. I'm still long from 25.7. Did you aim? I wouldn't aim for the buy side. I mean, is there S&T? Check YM, check dollar. It's still range day, so I don't know. My range day protocol is the most you can expect is just premium arrays. So you take the range. Anything in premium is fair game. Like realistically, if I was in a long, me personally, you gotta look for this. Like that's your objective. That's your first objective. Are you up? I mean, I just traded an eval today, but yeah, we're up. We took a really good trade. I'm gonna be honest. Like, took one really good trade today. Question pair does not say that. Yes, that's true for all Alpha Futures accounts. Any trades? Yes, it's on screen. So a lot of people ask what trade you take. It's literally on screen. Market was asked today because they were just consolidating, not respecting the order flow. Range day bias, man. Not every day it's bullish or bearish. Sometimes the bias is neutral. I'm poor at risking any advice. You gotta be more specific than that. What do you mean poor at risking? What does that mean? Like, you can't calculate risk? AI pen, anything you write, the book goes in the cloud? That sounds cool. You draw the line range for the day? This is just a morning session range. So someone said they're in a long, and it doesn't necessarily have to take out the buy side. It's range day bias. So the best case scenario is the buy side. Oh, you good, CC. Yes, you can request payouts on, and they're all. That is true. Your statement is correct. How do you trade range day base days? You wait. So my seek and destroy model, which I don't teach anymore. Like I don't post about it because it's not nice to trade seek and destroy. You have to wait for extreme, and you trade into the range. So that's step one. Wait for extreme and trade into the range. Step two, you're going to rely heavily on macros and candle opens. So 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, and then macros too. Your target, your drawn liquidity is first premium or discount PD array. So for longs here, for shorts, it would have been this fair value gap, which I said. That's why I went break even here. And then best case scenario is the other side of the range. That's best case scenario. That's not a guaranteed. Do I have to journal break even trade? It's okay if I skip. Depends on your goal. When you're first start, like in my opinion, you should journal every day. It's not really about the trade. Depends where you are, what you're trying to learn. Like I'm at the point where like I've learned a lot about myself. I don't really need to journal every day. There's some stuff I do want to journal, like this, right? Like you want to journal your performance on the day, like a performance review, you know? Not like, but when people think journal, they're like trade 2R, lose $500. Okay, none of that shit matters. That doesn't tell you shit. Who cares if the trade was $500 or how does that gonna help you, right? Unless you're trying to calculate the risk to reward and your profit factor and the size of your wins and losses. Okay, then I take it back. But TradeZilla does that shit all for you. So I trade 22 ICT model for 2022 ICT model. I'm pretty sure it's still formed today. Maybe not on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, there was no really clean ICT 2022 model. On the 30-second, there was a really clean one. Long right here. So you have the market structure shift right here after taking sell side, and that's your fair value gap. So if you don't have access to that, it's fine. I mean, you didn't miss much. It's not like it was super clean, but that's your market structure shift after sell side in the kill zone, fair value gap entry, stop loss here, target the buy side. Yeah, it's range day buy. I had the same. Yeah, you're right. It's range day buys. This is what it looks like most range days. It repeats, bro. It repeats. When daily candle is gonna be an inside day, it's gonna look something like this in the morning session. Have you noticed on TradeAway your pace? Have you noticed on TradeAway your pace of losing is much higher than winning? What do you mean? Your pace of losing is. I don't understand. I saw this as. Yeah, right. It's the reason you're seeing it is because we're in December. And look at the daily. Look at the daily chart. Like some people don't do this. Look at the characteristics of days like this, right? Go back. You guys need to study this. I've already done this. So let's remove this. Look at these days. Look at these days. Look at the price action on those days. Compare it to the price action on days like this, where you see like very nice expansion on the daily chart, right? It's completely different. What can I do to get your knowledge? Probably keep watching the live streams would be your best bet. If you really want to lock in, let me show you. I have this $10,000 mentorship. I'm joking. On YouTube, I have this series. Don't watch the old one. I'm gonna make a better one. Watch the new one. 1 sec. Watch this series. Why's the quality on this shit so bad? This series. Gems PO3 Backtest 2022 to 2025. Episode 1, Episode 2. I'm going to try to make Episode 3 today. You want to learn from me the most? Watch those videos and watch my live streams. You can send me a journal, yeah. You can message me on Discord. Anyways, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I will see you guys live probably tomorrow. I won't be live for PM session. I think I'm just going to record this video. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Discord. Alpha Futures 25% off. Lucid Trading 50% off. First two purchases. Interactive Brokers pays out. They all pay out dividends, brother. Well, it's like depends on what you have. But I'm gonna record episode 3 today. If I can get my voice good, I'll eat and then try. And I will maybe even post it today if I can get it done. If not, then I'll post it tomorrow. There you go, 40% off Lucid. You guys want to join the free Discord? 18,000 people in here. It's not 18,000 people active, but they're in here because they took all my ebooks and then they just never left. All my ebooks are in here. If you want them, it's free. I don't charge shit. The only thing I do is affiliate codes. If you want to support me, how do people do today? Uh, Anyways, I'll see you guys live. Lucid legit. I think they're legit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I got an account with them. I think they're legit. I have a lot of people who are getting payouts with them who are not affiliates or not like knowledgeable. So I think they're legit. I haven't tried them myself though. Anyways, appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Stay safe. Till next time.